What's going on, guys? It's Greg East Coast Dyes, and today we've got another cleat review. This is for the New Balance, I was gonna say new, and then it was gonna be New Balance, of the New Balance Burn X2. So I got in touch with me, sent one of these in the mail. So this cool fire extinguisher box. And here we've got a little note from them, which was nice. Burn X2, leave the competition behind. If you're receiving these cleats, congratulations, you're ahead of the pack. Thank you, New Balance. That was really nice of you to say. They got this little case here. I've already played in these for a game and used them, but I put them back in the case just so I could show you guys the cool little packaging that came in. The first freezes came in a cooler, so they went with the fire extinguisher this time for the burn. The freeze, the burn. Makes sense. Pop the top off. Got this custom plexiglass. It says, in case of emergency, break free. It's a good little pun there. That's their slogan for this product, is break free. Burn logo. And then they've got the cleats. I got the all white pair in 10.5. So these are the newest Burn cleats. They had the first one that launched, I think it was like 2 years ago. They had a really big launch campaign for it. And this is the X2 version. I have the 10.5. They cost 110 bucks. They come in high, low, black, white, navy, red, and a limited edition colorway for the launch. Here I've got the all white pair. These are 0.65 pounds. Compare that, we'll be comparing to the Freeze a lot because it's New Balance other cleat. This is the Freeze 2. The Freeze 2 is 0.6 pounds. That's just for one cleat for the right side. So they are a little bit heavier than the Freeze, which I was surprised about because they're marketing these as like the fast cleat, and they are a little bit heavier. So I was expecting these to be lighter. They are a little bit heavier than the Freeze, but not by a ton. Some of the other differences are, so it has a fully knit upper, a TRP outsole, which is this plasticky, rubbery kind of material that goes along the toe here, and then what they call the dual density TPU plate. So the big difference between this cleat and the Freeze is gonna be the traction plate. Just like we talked about in the Freeze, this has all those extra spikes that go out to the side. This is a more traditional cleat pattern. Compared to the Freeze, they seem smaller as far as area. These are much larger spikes than these are. So they've got the standard higher couple along the toe, across the middle, two across there, and then across the back. And they've also added these smaller ones on the heel, and then a bunch of little like shark tooth style ones up on the toe. They're pretty small, so I'm not sure how much they're actually gonna dig in, but they are there, I guess, in case you're cutting really hard on your toe. So the dual density plate is referring to this second layer of plastic, which I guess stiffens it up in certain areas. And so this is a cleat that has no tongue. It's, they call it a booty-like construction, but I think that's referring to soccer. So it's all one piece going across the front. So like I mentioned, I wore these in a game, and I had never worn them before. Right before the game, I put them on, and sometimes you can be a little nervous about that with break-in or getting blisters. But these fit perfectly. They're really snug. Because of this knit upper, there being no leather or anything, they are really soft and required no break-in whatsoever, which I really liked. And as soon as I laced them up, they were nice and tight, nice and snug. They've got good pads here in the heel, so my heel wasn't slipping up or out, my foot wasn't shifting side to side. I would call it pretty much a perfect fit. So I enjoyed playing in them. The only thing that I noticed is with that booty-like construction with no tongue, when I cinched the laces really tight, it kind of created like a weird little ripple effect here at the top. Obviously that's where the tongue would cover some ground, but because it's all one piece, it kind of scrunched up a little bit. So overall, I really like these cleats, especially for never having broken them in, stepping right into a game. It felt natural, it wasn't anything that I noticed. They were really comfortable. I like this toe here. I think that most cleats that are knit tend to rip at the seam between the plate and the toe, but the fact that they have this TPU or whatever this is, rubber material wrapped all around is gonna make it really durable. And I think pretty much the only complaint that I had was one, that's a little heavier than the Freeze, and two is just that if you tie them really tight, you're gonna get a little rippling up at the top. But overall, I love them. Me personally, I think I'm gonna stick with the Freeze, just the way that I play, a lot of change in direction. I really like having those extra spikes, but for middies, defensemen, I'm really into this cleat. So let me know what you think down in the comments, if you've used them, if you're gonna try them out, what you're gonna wear for this spring, and also what other cleats you guys think we should review. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.